So with Cornelius' story done, we unlock the third book. Let's be good and place these in the proper order. And Fairyland. We are now playing as Mercedes. I am excited about this because Mercedes is my favorite character in this. And this is either my favorite or second favorite book in the game. So this is going to be fun. And you'll see why Mercedes becomes my favorite character very easily throughout this. Fairyland. Once upon a time, in a starlit forest far, far away, fairies lived under the protection of a queen resembling flowers, like a fleeting fantasy.
Princess Mercedes, where have you been?
You're quite persistent, aren't you, old man?
Wait, Mercedes.
Mother.
Wherever are you off to?
Did you get in
With
trouble for
my
failing another
precious
test, young
bow.
lady?
Frog hunting.
Yes, I see. 'Tis necessary to exterminate those pests that eat the little fairies. But you should leave that task to the soldiers, dear.
I just want to improve my skills with the bow, so I can join you on the battlefield.
Mercedes, I cannot take you along when we battle the Demon Lord.
No! Why not?
Mercedes, you are young. You need to learn this. You mustn't be eager to go to war without even knowing why we are fighting.
So, why are we fighting?
We born from the forest cannot live without phosons, our source of life.
Melvin.
Phosons are magic elements generated by nature. They are rare outside the forest. Since we have collected them from around the world, we are gifted with prosperity. The Demon Lord has declared war on us so that he may obtain our treasure.
Is that what he wants?
Our greatest treasure, the cauldron, will give him enormous power.
So, that's why he's attacking?
Mercedes, I shall entrust you with my precious bow. It will be your responsibility to protect the country while I am away.
Yes, Mother. I understand. So, I'll be off hunting now.
At least she can fly, that way she won't trip falling down the stairs.
Oh dear, I wonder if that child understood anything I told her.
'Tis a problem. She has no idea of her position and what is expected of her.
Melvin, you are her cousin. She treats you as a brother. Please help her become a good queen.
As you wish. I shall make it my duty to assist Princess Mercedes in any way possible.
I'm not obviously evil or anything. So here's our Mercedes tutorial. She plays much differently than the other characters. She can fly in the air. Hold X to start flying. Tap it again to stop. You speed up by holding that while in flight. And hey, immediately level up. The nice thing is Mercedes can fly infinitely. In the original, flying would take up her POW gauge, and they were pretty open. Oh, control in Mercedes tutorial, we actually have press square to fire shot, land to reload. Land and hold still to reload. Depending on time charge checkmate, you shot this is the floor or fires homing projectiles. Yeah, Mercedes is a long-range fighter. Don't want to get too close to the enemy. You can fire a powerful shot if you let power gather in the bow and don't attack for a set time. Use a tutorial for Mercedes, and yet she has actually got the lowest max HP in the game, so very fragile, but very fun to play as. Now you don't have to reload. The POW gauge will recover over time, even if you don't fire, but manual reloading is the fastest way to do it. And you can expect to hear that "here we go" quite a bit. Guess you can get the cute voice.
Your Majesty, the Demon Lord has launched an assault. Our soldiers have been pushed back, and some have deserted from the front line.
Our guardian dragon is having trouble dealing with Odin's witch.
That's
We have
Gwendolyn's
no
chapter
choice
1.
but to retreat. Your Majesty, please issue the command.
The Demon Lord is invading!
Yeah, it's kind of what happens when you
What
get
an
it together like that.
enormous cipher!
It's been a while, Leifthrasir. Last time you were unusually shrewd and managed to steal the cauldron away from me.
Demon Lord
How far are you gonna
Odin.
fall?
You are beautiful as ever, and yet I regret that I will have to break your perfect neck like stepping on a lily.
I will not give you the cauldron. You will have to take it by force. Yet I cannot allow you to continue your violent and petty ways unpunished.
Say what you will, your attempts at deception have no effect on me. Observe this blue orb. Behold the might of the wicked-eyed Baelor. Queen, accept defeat.
Or may I actually have to
With
use it
this,
rather than just hold it
I
up.
Become absolute ruler of the world. Go, mourn the death of the fairy race.
Princess, please compose yourself. Mother!
Now listen carefully to what I have to tell you.
Take up the
Tis
Ginsui
very
show and oh wait.
important. Mercedes, you must not look down. Raise your head high and survey the path ahead. You are the next fairy queen. Ringford will soon be in danger. If the magical kettle, the cauldron, if it draws in all the Phozons, our forest and our people cannot live. The land needs a leader. You will need to revive the country and get the cauldron back from the Demon Lord. If you respect my words, you will need to choose the path of royalty over revenge. Be a queen. 'Tis difficult to place such a burden on one so young, but I know you can do it. Mother believes in you.
Mother!
'Tis my time to go, Mercedes. Oh, dearest Earth, take me. I go back to whence I came, and to the beloved heavens. I will give you my name. I am Leifthrasir. My true name is Fimbulvetter. This awful winter shall disappear with me.
Fimbulvetter is 3 years of winter before Ragnarok in Norse mythology. So a very meaningful name. The Forest of Fairies was once a peaceful place where many races lived in tranquility. Queen Leifthrasir's greatest achievement was to unite everyone as a nation. Her legend will be passed down for eons to come, but that great deed did not come easily. The Queen's greatest obstacle was the tension between the fairies and the dwarves. Believing the dwarves' smithing skills invaluable, the Queen tried compromise, but the fairies bristled at their diplomacy, slowing talks. And when they acquired the magic cauldron, opinions clashed further. The dwarves wanted to use the cauldron's supreme power to its fullest, making it a foundation of the nation's might. And the fairies opposed overusing the dangerous cauldron, remembering its role in the destruction of Valentine. Tensions soon flared into war. In the heat of battle, the losing dwarves tried to control the cauldron, and caused a magical flood that swept through the forest. The Queen ordered all soldiers to rescue everyone, friend or foe, and stood against the cauldron herself, stifling its onslaught and preventing further damage to the land. The war was over. Dwarves awaited their punishment, but the Queen spoke instead of forgiveness. She gave them citizenship and encouraged them to make peace with the fairies. Touched by her clemency, the dwarves pledged allegiance to the Queen, and thus did the races of dwarf and fairy reconcile. Part of historical record of Queen Elfaria by Matthew, her advisor. The magic arbalest that the blacksmith Brom presented to the Queen became a symbol of her protection. The arbalest is indeed her magical bow, and it is called Tasla. Well, we are back in control of Mercedes. Yeah, well, we got nothing. These are at level 2. Let's go ahead and learn our first ability since we got it right away. So, increase movement while in flight. Unlock all the rest, and as usual, we are just going to want to focus on getting the Gourmet and Charm. And then we got plenty of good skills for Mercedes. But we'll focus on the ones I usually get. Yeah, increased reload speed. That's a good one to go for as well. I may go for that after the first few I focus on. Anyway, let's talk with everybody, see what all the gossip is.
Princess Mercedes, we have so many injured that we have run out of sickbeds and medicine. What shall we do?
Well,
Let us open the Southern Imperial Villa and house the wounded there. I shall notify our mages to increase healing potion production. Princess Mercedes, I hope this is adequate.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, sadly, she really doesn't know what she's doing. Oh, hi. You look familiar.
So you must be Melvin's Shadow Knight.
Pardon me. I'm not feeling well.
Knowing that the Demon Lord is on his way here makes me nervous.
Do you think that girl can fulfill her duties as queen in these times of strife?
Her cousin Melvin is quite dependable. He ought to take her place.
Your Majesty, I'm extremely unhappy. In the past, the former queen battled with the dwarves for the cauldron.
Oh, we just read about that.
When we were defeated, we left our forges and became Lillipats. But the dwarves who escaped the fairies joined forces with the Demon Lord and made more weapons to hurt us.
Well, well. Just let me know if there's anything you need.
No, we can't afford much, and indeed not gonna buy what we can. We'll have better use for our gold shortly.
Your Majesty, I swear by my horn. I will fight to the end for Queen Elfaria.
Thank you.
Yep, I understand your point. Let's go. So, where is Chapter 1 going to take us? Well, from one forest to another. Let's head for Elrit. And shoot the flag. Shoot the lake. Whatever.
It has not been long since you lost your mother. Perhaps you need a vacation.
But Melvin,
Allow me to handle the governmental affairs. The people will be fine.
Yeah, it's not like he's going to usurp the throne or anything.
Are you suggesting that the Queen is a burden?
Absolutely not.
Melvin, the Chief Armorer would like to discuss something with you.
I'll see him immediately. Excuse me, I must be on my way.
So he's controlling the armed forces as he wishes.
just as Mother said, cannot do anything.
Queen Mercedes, please control yourself. There's something strange in the air here. Melvin is acting highly suspiciously. His heart burns with ambition, and he seems to be making some kind of plan.
He's not very subtle about it either.
Anything on the surface, but we can't let this continue. Let us speak with the sorcerer who served Queen Leifthrasir. The famous sorcerer Beldor, who enslaves a dragon and sees the netherworld. 'Tis better to have a dependable expert on our side. I doubt he will cause a rebellion within the land, but who can say? If the country collapses after Queen Leifthrasir's death, the Demon Lord truly wins. I have heard that Beldor has retreated to a place in the forest. If Queen Mercedes should visit him in the forest, he should be honored to help.
So we are getting caught up. Of course, these are the events after the war for the Cauldron, after Cornelius fought for Mercedes. Go ahead and pick up our Mandragoras. Yeah, start getting materials for potions. Alright. The battle stage. The thing about Mercedes, unfortunately, she cannot hit enemies in large groups very easily outside of her skills. But again, she's a ranged fighter. But just focus on one group at a time, and they go down pretty quickly. Go ahead and start eating for experience. Well, a few more Phozons will be able to upgrade our Cipher. Let that charge up. Another battle stage. Hey, more bees! You do have to be careful because it needs time to turn around before firing, but oh, come on, charge up. Take out the hive. Yep. See how fast that reload went? So a little tricky to control, but super fun to play as. Our first Phozon skill, round shot. They'll fire a huge magic bullet, decent for taking through groups of enemies. PP cost us 6. First shot. No, that's first shot when you haven't fired in a while. And so we need to enter the bridge, beware the red cap. So we need to keep an eye out for that one to be hidden. So enter the bridge, beware the red cap. No. Upgrade that. And might as well at least open the chest with that. Yeah, round shot is good for hitting a large group of foes.